This might come across as a surprise to many people, but public opinion on feminism is winding down. According to the polling data, only 18% of Americans identify as feminists. 85% of Americans believe in equality for women. So that means people are starting to see the difference between gender equality and feminism. They're also starting to see how useless feminism is in further achieving gender equality, especially in the Western world. We already have gender equality. Your thoughts on feminism and social justice warriors?
There's been so many oppressed women in the world, and on this side of the world, I don't think feminists should really take upon it because we're equal here.
So just to repeat, feminism in the West is not really necessary, whereas feminism in the Middle East is definitely necessary.
I feel like it's more radical here than...
More radical here? All right.
Definitely.
Of course, polling data can be pretty misleading. It might be the case that most people don't identify as feminists in general, but that doesn't automatically mean they're anti-feminist. If, for example, you ask the question, do you consider yourself to be a strong feminist, or not a feminist, or an anti-feminist, a total of 7% of people identify as anti-feminist, while most people are either neutral or supportive of feminism. Remember, they only record that they're supportive of feminism if you ask questions like that on a poll. Most people wouldn't go out of their way to label themselves as feminists. What's your thoughts on feminism and social justice warriors?
There is no justice.
There's no justice. Amen.
There is no peace.
Amen.
There is a lot of, attention towards them. A lot of people are really upset at them because the things they say and do are not always in line with what perhaps the founders of the movement meant it to be.
Do you think there's any sort of like toxic feminism? Do you think there's any sort of bad feminism?
Some people just go a little bit too far with it.
True feminists don't believe in one over the other. It's about equality, so yeah.
So what's the conclusion that we can derive from this? Well, today's feminism and social justice warriors have officially lost the culture war. They've lost gaining the appeal of the wider society, and that's great because who would want to live in the type of world that they're promoting? Today's feminism, third-wave feminism, believes in privileging women and minority groups over other people just because they happen to be white males. That's the textbook definition of sexism. Today's feminists also believe in the sexist myth about men, like 1 in 5 men rape women or sexually assault women, which is why feminists get the stereotype of being totally man-haters. It's also why feminism is losing the appeal to the wider society. It's time to rejoice, anti-feminists. Only 18% of people identify as feminists. That's why I can take a camera, walk out in the streets of Toronto, and get these kinds of results when I ask regular people from here inside liberal land Toronto, are you a feminist? I'm Fayza from the Rebel.media. Hey, if you enjoyed that video, like and subscribe to the Rebel Edge.